Are Copycat Texas Roadhouse rolls as good as the real thing?
If you know Texas Roadhouse, you know that their rolls are excellent, and one of the main reasons that people go there, sometimes people go there just for their rolls. So today we're going to be using Stephanie Manley's Copycat recipe to see if someone can actually make a roll that's as good or possibly even better than Texas Roadhouse. That is going to be very tough to do. But Stephanie Manley thinks that she's done it, so we're going to try out her recipe and see how good it is.
And after we make the rolls, we're going to get to the real Texas Roadhouse rolls and compare them to see which one's better.
Yeah, I can't wait. Either way, we're going to get some good rolls today. So let's get these made and see how it goes. So let's start by getting out the ingredients. And we're actually going to be making the rolls and their honey cinnamon butter. So we're going to see both the roll and the butter. Milk, yeast, sugar, bread flour, 1 egg, butter, and salt.
That's all we need?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Nice.
All right, so can you grab a small bowl, like a cereal bowl?
Yeah.
And we're gonna stir together warm milk, sugar, and yeast. We actually need to warm up the milk, and we need a cup of it. Can you grab the cup measuring, or the measuring cup, liquid measuring cup?
The cup measuring.
The cup measurer.
I'll get the cup measuring.
So go put it in the microwave for, let's see, she says 100 degrees. So maybe 20 seconds, and then we'll see how that is.
Okay.
I've never used this yeast before, so see how this works. That is so weird. This thing was like a brick. It was like hard as a rock.
And now it's soft?
And now,
oh wow.
Open it up and it's super soft. That's kind of weird.
All right.
Okie dokie.
We got our warm milk. What else do we need?
So go ahead and put that in the bowl. And then we need 1 1/8 teaspoon of the yeast and 1/3 cup of the sugar.
And all this sugar going in. How many rolls does this make?
Make 16.
There goes the yeast.
And it says that this should bubble up if the yeast is good. So.
Oh, I see some bubbles, but I think that might just be from the milk.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of stir this. It needs to mix with the sugar to get the yeast starting to activate. And she talks about proofing the yeast, which is only something that I hear on British baking shows, probably because I don't bake very much. But anyway, let's hope that starts to bubble up. It says, allow the yeast to proof and begin to activate while you prepare the other ingredients.
I think what we have left is butter, salt, some powdered sugar, and an egg.
So into the mixer goes the flour, which is 3½ cups, 1/3 cup of melted butter. So I'm gonna melt this.
1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups, 1/2 cup.
All right, we got to get the egg in there and a teaspoon of salt. That's perfect.
And the egg.
Very fancy.
Maybe I'll even get some shell in there for some extra crunch.
All right, that's the butter.
Is that everything? Already?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Pretty simple recipe, actually.
Yeah, it's really simple. If they're as good as the real Texas Roadhouse rolls, I'll be quite surprised. Although I don't know what they put in the real ones. So just to go and check back on our yeast.
I don't see much bubbling.
Any bubbling happening. I just see milk and sugar and maybe some yeast.
We're going to use it anyway.
All right.
All right, go ahead and put that in.
Yeast, milk, and sugar mixture going in. Ooh, looks nice and smooth.
That looks really good.
Wow.
All right, let's take that out. Place the dough in a greased bowl. Turn the dough to grease all sides and cover it with a towel. And we're gonna spray this with butter.
Okay.
Butter spray. Grab that.
Well, it smells like butter popcorn. I think that's the butter spray.
Yes, sir. Oh,
smells like the movie theaters.
That's a great little ball of dough right there.
Sure is.
It says turn it so it gets greased on all sides. And now we cover with towel. You grab a towel out of there.
And let it sit for how long?
It says until it's doubled in size, which is
wow.
about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how warm it is in your kitchen.
All right.
So go ahead and set it on the stove top, and usually we'll turn the light on over there, and that will actually warm it up a little bit over there. So go ahead and turn that light on. And then we'll let it sit for 30 or 40 minutes until it doubles in size. And let's go ahead and make the honey butter right now.
All right, let's do it.
All right, for the honey butter, we've got 4 different ingredients that we've got to mix together. A half cup of softened butter, a teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of honey, and 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar.
Let's do it. Sounds pretty simple again.
Yeah, very simple. So if this recipe works out, I mean, why not make these at home?
I know, I'm gonna make them all the time.
It's simple and it's a lot less expensive than going to Texas Roadhouse.
We've got our powdered sugar in a cup here from our neighbors.
Got our cinnamon, some butter. So can you get that in a bowl and put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds?
Yeah. All right, we got our softened butter right here, looking very nice.
Looking very soft.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's not melted, it's just softened.
Some of it's melted. Oh wow, that's a lot of cinnamon.
Yeah, baby. All right, and then we got 2 tablespoons of this and 2 tablespoons of that.
This and that, my favorite ingredients.
I like them too.
I'm squeezing. It's all my mic.
That's good. The other spatula.
Spatula, the little red one?
That would work, yeah.
Oh wow, look at this. I haven't even seen this before. I didn't know we had it.
It's a fancy one.
Oh wow, it even has that little end at the back.
Dude.
That's so fancy. Spatula.
Hit me one more time.
Whoosh. I'm gonna squeeze.
Don't skimp on the honey.
No skimping on the chips. Leave a comment if you know what video that's from.
Yeah.
Show this camera, huh?
Yeah.
We got 2 angles.
Just kind of, yeah, work it in. Smash it around.
So all you have to do is mix this together and then it's done?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yummy.
The honey butter is...
Woo! That
Smell
smells,
good?
that smells delicious. I can't wait to put that on some rolls.
Oh boy, that's nice. Okay, honey butter is done. We will be back in 25-ish minutes, well, a few seconds for you, to check on how our dough's doing.
All right, guys, it's been a little bit more than 30 minutes, so it's time to grab that dough and see what it looks like. Oh boy. Well, it doesn't look like it's risen very much, but it says the first step is to punch it down. So in this case, I think we're just punching it.
Okay.
Because it's not really going down.
All right,
Well, yes. So it says to put it on a floured, can you grab some flour and just sprinkle it on here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that
Cutting board.
Is that good?
That's good. Yeah.
enough? More.
More. Get more. Flour my hands.
more.
There we go. Well, I guess.
They'll still be good.
Yeah, we're supposed to let that sit for 10 minutes, and then we're gonna press it out.
Just like this?
No, don't press it.
Oh.
Sit like this for 10 minutes.
Okay. We've been letting our dough sit for about 10 minutes now. We've got our oven preheating, and we're going to just press this out and cut it into 16 squares and put it on our baking sheet for I think another 10 minutes, right?
That's right.
All right.
All right, let's do it. Get my fingers floured up and kind of just get it pressed out.
What are we cutting them with?
It says to use the back of a knife. Kind of weird.
Oh,
It also says to
here we go.
flatten this to about a 1/2 inch. With this not rising very much, I think that it's maybe not gonna be quite a 1/2 inch,
Yeah.
which stinks. But hopefully
It
we
is
don't.
what it is.
Yeah, hopefully we don't finish with some really
Tiny rolls.
tiny, hard rolls. At least we're going to be getting the real ones from Texas Roadhouse,
Yeah.
so we'll have something to look forward to.
All right.
Spank, spank. All right, if you want, you can start grabbing these and setting them out on the
All right.
cookie sheet.
Here's what our rolls are looking like. Hopefully they don't look like this when they're done baking.
You know, they actually are about a 1/2 inch, so be interesting to see if they turn out kind of right or not.
Here's our pan of our 16 Texas Roadhouse rolls, or maybe Texas Roadhouse rolls.
We'll see.
When the oven gets heated up, we'll stick them in.
All right, it's time for these to go into the oven. As you can see, they did not rise very much, so I'm actually really disappointed that that happened. I don't know if it's because of the yeast itself, or maybe the milk was actually too hot when we put it in. But in any case, let's see if these turn into something soft and fluffy or into bricks. 375-degree oven for 10 minutes. All right, let's see what these things look like. They're a lot puffier than I expected them to be, considering they didn't seem to rise at all. So that's a good sign. And we're gonna go ahead and put some butter on these guys. Now it's just about the taste. We've got our Texas Roadhouse rolls here. Let's, ooh.
Oh man.
Those are a lot more golden
Those look
brown.
a little better than those, just slightly.
And if we compare the honey butters too, this is a lot lighter looking. Let me see what it smells like though. It smells delicious. Compared to this one doesn't smell as good.
Yeah.
But let's see what it tastes like.
Okay, we've got both of our rolls here. We have the real Texas Roadhouse roll and the Copycat Texas Roadhouse roll.
There's a pretty big difference in the way they look.
Yeah,
Should
but
we dig in?
who knows? The Copycat might taste better.
It might. So it actually feels pretty soft.
It does, yeah. And it
Let's
rose
see.
a little bit.
After I cut each of them open, I'm gonna smell, see what they
Yeah.
smell like.
It doesn't smell that great.
Smells kind of doughy.
Yeah.
And what about the Texas Roadhouse one? You know, that actually doesn't have much of a smell. To me. You have a better smeller than I do. So.
Oh, that's better, I think.
Okay.
More unhealthy, buttery.
So we've got the Texas Roadhouse butter. We're gonna put that one on this side.
And then on the Copycat side, we'll put our own version.
So this is what that one looks like. And you guys all know this one, Texas Roadhouse. All right,
Okay.
which one?
Oh, I guess let's go for the Copycat first.
Bon appetit. Well, you know what? The honey butter makes
It's
it.
good. Oh yeah. If I didn't have a Texas Roadhouse roll next to it, then I would, well, I do love it right now, but I might not after I eat the real Texas Roadhouse roll.
This one is definitely too doughy.
But you know what? They're still really good.
That cinnamon honey butter definitely
Yeah.
makes up for any problem with the yeast.
We'll put a link in the description if you guys want to make it, or the rolls.
Yeah. it's
Now time
actually
for the
really
real roll.
good. That one's a lot chewier.
Whoa, there's less flavor.
I have to agree.
I think that the cinnamon butter that we made is better,
I think it might be.
but the rolls, the actual roll itself from Texas Roadhouse
A
is
little-
better than the Copycat.
Oh, yeah. The homemade
better?
one definitely tastes better. No comparison. But as far as the roll itself goes, tastes a lot better, doesn't it?
Okay, the roll itself from Texas Roadhouse.
So the Texas Roadhouse one is chewy. It's actually more dense than this one. This one's a lot softer. The homemade one's a lot softer.
It is, yeah.
It's just that it's kind of doughy.
I wasn't expecting this at all. I hate to say it, based off of what these look like. The overall taste and experience is better with the Copycat one. I think just because of the cinnamon butter. The cinnamon butter carried it all the way.
Yep.
Without that, just the roll itself, the Texas Roadhouse roll is better. You know what I'm gonna do? Do we have any more in here?
Yep.
Okay. Take a Texas Roadhouse roll and then put the homemade cinnamon butter in it.
That's an idea.
Next time you go to Texas Roadhouse,
Bring your own homemade cinnamon
bring your own
butter.
cinnamon butter and then order the rolls there. That's what we've discovered.
Or try this one again. Maybe yours will turn out better than ours did. Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Guys, I'm serious. Bring the cinnamon butter. We'll put a link in the description. And then get the Texas Roadhouse rolls. That is super good.
Can't go wrong with that.
Wow. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel if you want more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.